Good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, shalom, shikamo, wagwan, namaste. Super leng, my people, depending on your time zone. Mama Suji right here. It's evening in East Africa. Yeah, here in Kenya in particular. And I'm just walking around. And today, I went to the ATM. ATM is automated teller machine, ATM, to get some funds. And I met a lady there who was frustrated kind of, because she was not able to get her money. And she was like, this thing has given me back the card, and with some writing there that see the manager. And it's a Saturday, so she was wondering why, and it's a Saturday now, where do I get the manager and all that. Then the possibility, I told her the possibility is that her KYC is not in order. She asked me, what is that? KYC is know your customer. It's a process where when you go to the bank to open an account, they are supposed to know you, know your address, know where you stay, know what you do, and they must be accompanied with legal documents. Legal documents in the sense that your house, the house number, maybe a title deed for that house, or utility bill showing exactly where that place is. Utility bill is like water bill, electricity bill, and those documents should not be less than more than 3 months. And so most of the time the bank keep on reviewing this. They have what is called periodic review. So if your account falls due for review, and they try to get in touch with you to confirm the details if they are still okay, they realize maybe the address you gave, or they can't reach you on phone. Maybe you gave the landlines of those days, which are no longer in use, because individual accounts could stay for like 3 years and then they are reviewed. So maybe you open the accounts when those requirements, the current requirements for AML purposes, anti-money laundering purposes, were not so stringent as they are now. And so they've tried reaching you, they can't get you, because the numbers you gave are no longer in use. They've sent you letters, which is also time-bound, and you've not responded. Maybe the address you are using is no longer in use. Maybe you are using for a company that you are not working for currently, or even the code for that address is no longer in use. Yeah. So what will they do? They'll put information in whichever way they know, okay, you have an ATM card. And so what are they going to do? They're going to put an alert or a flag, they're going to put a flag on that account that you won't get any money. You can't get any money on the ATM, because maybe that's where you frequent most of the time. You don't go to the branch, because nowadays things are automated. And if you go to the branch, it's expensive because of counter withdrawal fee. Yeah, if you go withdrawing money from the counter, there's a fee you have to pay. So most of the time people are they are locked on online and ATMs for cash. ATM, I told you, is automated teller machine. And so that could have been maybe the reason that no, your customer details are not okay, are not proper. You see now, address, they've written the letter, it's not going through. They've tried calling, the phone number left behind was for landline, the ones people used to use many years ago. So she can't be found. So where she frequents is the ATM, and so that is where now the flag has been placed. So once a flag is placed, you can't get cash using that card, right? And so that could be the reason why we put in the card and it tells you to see the branch manager. Yeah, you see the branch manager. And so you are not able to do what? To get your cash. So inconveniencing, yeah? Because maybe you need a cash to go and do something, and it was urgent, and now you can't have it because your details with the banks are not up to date. They are not up to date. So the best thing is when you go to a bank, at times you can just visit your bank and talk to the relationship manager or branch manager or at inquiries and ask them if there's anything that need updating. Yeah, because in Kenya you're supposed to provide the bank with where you stay, the kind of business you do, or where you're employed, and also the KRA PIN number, so, to show that you are paying taxes as well. So if those things are not in place with the bank, then your account is likely to be restricted. And so my advice was just go to the bank like on Monday, talk to the relationship manager in that bank, and then you'll be sorted out. But go well equipped with maybe copy of your ID or passport, copy of ID. Go with your ID because they'll take a copy themselves. Go with your ID or your passport, KRA PIN, and utility bill, just in case there was a change. Just in case there was a change in your details. Maybe you are staying in Eastlands and now you move to Rwanda. So those details, the bank is supposed to have them. Maybe you are employed at one point and now you are no longer employed. You are now doing own business. They are supposed to know. Yeah, they are supposed to know, so that they can say for sure that our client, this is his source of income or source of money or source of wealth is from this and this and this. Yeah. So if you are no longer working and you are doing business, is it a legit business? Is this registered? Because if it's not registered as a limited company, it could be registered as an enterprise, or a sole proprietor, where you're just doing on your own. You go and explain and even show them the county or market receipts that normally you pay yearly fee for. And so that is the advice I could give her. I told her it's always important. When you get a letter, don't ignore it. When you get a call, follow it up and find out, because you could really get inconvenienced, as a person. So guys, that is how, I can say handling that issue could have been tackled like that. It was quite unfortunate because it's after banking hours. It's on a weekend. And when you see such restrictions being put in place, then they've looked for you on call. They've looked for you on call like maybe 3 times. Maybe every week they're looking for you. 1 call or even 3 times a day. They've now gone to the point of doing what? Writing for you a letter. So the letter has already been written to you and you are not able. You've never replied to that letter. They've written to you that they are going to restrict your account. Nothing, no response. But they can see you. They can see you operating operating on the ATM. So how can they catch you? It's to flag your account so that you go inside. So if you would have gone on like on Friday during banking hours, then you should have just gone inside the bank and talked and sorted the issue out. But I've already given her the advice just to work with those things, just in case those are the things that are restricting, making her account be restricted so that the account can be uplifted and then she can transact as usual. So that was the encounter of today. Not a good one, but a learning lesson for us as well. Yeah, learning lesson for us as well. So that is on banking. Know your customer. It's not that they'll come to your house, but if they are prompted legally by the government to produce this person and how this transaction has been going on, they are able to point out that this person stays in this place. The utility bill, this person stays in this place. Yeah, the person stays in this place, and this is the number of the area. Yeah, LRA, land registration number. LRN, land registration number, is right here, and it can be evidence. It's not stale. It is not for a long time ago. It's 3 months. It's 3 months old, or it is within the period that is required by law, ordered by the Banking Act. Yeah, to retain an account. So you see. So yeah, and so the bank can stand there and say, this person, this client of mine, is a teacher. He gets money from a teacher service commission. This is evidence. This person stays in this and this place, and yeah, this person stays in Runda, and this is the LRN plot. Here it is, and yeah, we can't even take you there, and they'll go with that direction from the utility bill. Yeah, that even this person has been paying electricity or paying Wi-Fi or paying water, and this is the address. You see, so those things are very, very, very important. Never ignore them, or never be agitated when you're asked to produce them. And you know, you can be asked to produce them. For some accounts, it's after 3 years. For some accounts that are high risk, you can be asked these documents yearly, and you could get calls to confirm whether you are still doing the same business, or whether you are doing, whether you are still staying where you had stated a year before. So you give those confirmations. Failure to which, or lack of communication, can cause you inconveniences, just like the one I've talked about. So guys, know your banking requirements, account maintenance requirements. Guys, there's usually a big penalty if the government comes to audit the bank and finds that the records as required by law are not in order. Yeah, so they face a lot of, even their group Yeah, like say KCB Group, they have many branches, including the ones in Southern Sudan, Uganda. Is it Tanzania also? Yeah, something like that. And so if it's found that they are not up to date, and they are not to the standards required by law, yeah, then there's heavy penalty, yeah, and more so if they don't know where their clients' source of money comes from. And those are the reasons why, yeah, most of the time you'll find your account has been blocked. You are not able to access. You have to go and explain yourself, yeah. And at times, even if the KYC is okay, but a lot of funds are just coming in which are not in tandem with the sector you said you are getting your money from. Yeah, if you said you're a teacher, people know the scale for teachers. If you say you're a police person, you're a policeman or a policewoman, people know the scale. And if the money, looking at what is coming in to your account, is not in tandem with the industrial salary group, then you are bound to do what? To get queries from the bank. And if you can't explain yourself, your account can still be restricted. So guys, those are areas that you need to do what? To check on all the time. If your job group changes, if there are other sources of income that you are getting, you're supposed to do what? Alert the bank. Go in there, tell them now things have changed, or I've sold my land, or I've gotten some inheritance from somebody, and so I expect to get this money transferred to my account. And so those are reasons why, yeah, bank can put what? Restrictions most of the time, just like that. So if you've received some inheritance, or you've sold some land, or you've sold your house, or your child has been blessed and now as he's blessing you with something, let the bank know beforehand. Yeah, for you not to have those obstacles when you want to transact. So it was good that we learned something about KYC. So with that, guys, I think we've learned something about KYC in banking. Until the next series on banking, I say have a good evening full of God's blessings and a peaceful night. Bye.